It's Wednesday, April 11th, about 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And earlier today we looked at what to mine for NVIDIA and AMD cards. And we're going to take another look because I mentioned earlier that the profitability of a coin, a particular coin, doesn't change much during the day in most cases. But one of the most difficult aspects of altcoin mining strategy is determining what coin to mine, or just letting your rig go on an algo switching mechanism. And I guess the choice is really up to you. I prefer a little more control than the automatic algo switching. And earlier, because we're looking at 61060, theoretical 61060 rig here, we selected Zencash, and I did Zencash over Ethereum using the ethash algorithm on what to mine, or mining pool hub, even though Ethereum was producing a better, at the time, US dollars per day, that Zencash I thought was still the better choice. And this is one of the reasons that I decided that. And if we go and look at the perf chart, you can see what I'm talking about. And this is Zencash, the gray line. And this is a relative performance graph. Everything, Bitcoin at close to 7,000, Bitcoin Gold at $42, Ethereum at 700. They're all normalized to a value of between 0 and 1 so that they can be directly compared regardless of price. And it's been quite a while since this happened, but we can see that in this case, right now, Zencash is clearly outperforming the other 5 altcoins that we compared it to, including Bitcoin and Ethereum. And this yellowy brownish line is Ethereum, and we can see that Zencash is clearly outperforming Ethereum, which is outperforming Bitcoin. Now, the way you use this particular chart, cattle marketing, which you would think is not even remotely related to altcoin mining, really is. And that if you raise cattle to sell as beef, then you just don't buy like small cows, grow them till they're fat, and then sell them, a year or however later. What the astute and smart cattle ranchers do is that they sell their fat herds when the price of certain poundage of cattle reaches an overbought level. The price is high compared to the rest of the market. They sell that herd and they buy what I call skinny cows, and then they raise those for a while and then do the same thing as often as the opportunity presents itself. So one way to use this chart is, number one, you can use it to determine what to mine right now, because that's going to get you the best value. But you can also use this chart to determine when you should swap. And for example, it's been difficult because we haven't had that many opportunities. But if we just look at the small section down here, the blue is Bitcoin. We can see that Bitcoin was rising faster than Ethereum. But at the moment that Bitcoin crossed down through the Ethereum line, that would have been the time to sell all your Bitcoin and acquire Ethereum. And now Ethereum is rising faster than Bitcoin, so that when you do the exchanges, you do it at an advantage. And that's why I'm mining Zencash, because it's outperforming all the other coins. Now, if for example Ethereum shot up and Zencash fell down and the lines crossed or got close to crossing, then I would swap Zencash for Ethereum or whatever altcoin was showing the most progress at the time. So it's always not so easy, but it's not that difficult either, as long as you have the relative facts and appropriate data to use. So that's what we're going at for at least the rest of the day here. Probably we're going to stick with the Zencash mining, and right now we're converting to Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the skinny cow. It's down here in the dumps relative to the others, and we can acquire it at a more favorable exchange rate for Zencash. Okay, I'll be back at you later. Hope you got something useful out of this.